Hello YouTube and welcome, my name is Zadarkus and I bring to you the tier list for the 6.5 patch for the marksman. My first pick without further ado will be Severe. Severe here with the buff can again bring a good fight to the table, and her shield is amazing against the current meta and can avoid a lot of damage that would be inflicted to her. Her movement speed buff is great for engagements or even disengagements, and of course her laning phase and wave clear are also very strong, so Severe here coming to the top as well. My next pick was Twitch, a champion that sometimes is forgotten and not many people playing, but he does an insane amount of burst damage for a known poke champion and comes in just behind them on the overall damage per game scale. His assassination power is through the roof, and as long as he lands his slow on the opposite marksman, he can quickly burst him down. This patch will make him particularly not... This patch doesn't bring anything particularly good for him, but the Yozumu's Ghostblade buff from long ago combined with the marksman nerf around all the champions have led him to increase his overall stand in the lists. My next one is Graves. Graves not the typical marksman nowadays because of his mechanic of reloading and how he is played, but he has the best early to even late game burst. You can easily just pick a composition to snowball in the early game with a Graves in it and maybe a good engager in the bot lane, something that can help Graves deal the burst he needs. He can easily snowball during the laning phase and carry up to the late game. Of course you should try to get some early kills because in the late game there are champions that scale better, but Graves here as an AD carry that can also become more tankier. One, thanks to his passive, and the build allows to play a little bit with the items and making Graves a good, not just marksman, but you could call him a fighter marksman because he can easily stand his own ground. The next one is going to be Corki, because having an AD carry with mixed damage is always a great option. Many times people go with a full AD team, and Corki here can mitigate that problem. Corki also with his package can in the mid to late game with the team do an unexpected engagement and have his team follow up his package. Even if he doesn't in the laning phase, he can use it as well and start snowballing from there. He's safe. He's from the champions mentioned, so the safest champion as well, thanks to his Valkyrie. He can easily get out of sticky situations, and if you're playing against tanky team, he can also be a good pick thanks to his armor reduction. The next one will be Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw scaling like a monster to the late game thanks to the Genzo blade with the Hurricane and the overall DPS he can bring to the table. Of course, the early game is not as strong as any of the champions I mentioned. You need to be careful in the early game, but you can still do it. And if you play it safe and you just keep up the farm from mid to late game, basically when you end the Ginzos and the Hurricane at least, you can join fights and start doing a lot of damage. Once your ultimate gets to level 2, it will be a lot easier for you to also pick up kills thanks to how the skill works. This is my list for the best marksman, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe today. My name is Zadarkus. This video was made for you and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be seeing you pretty soon with a new one. See ya.